of you would want to speak in front of a crowd so massive that every word you utter is actually being taken into their minds? A lot of you would want to speak at any given point of time and at any given circumstances and not put a sorry face. A lot of you would want to speak without fear and be a purposeful speaker. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. According to Wikipedia, 75% of the people suffer from speech anxiety, or otherwise called as glossophobia. That is, every 3 out of 4 individuals suffer from glossophobia, fear of public speaking. The Washington Post says the number one fear in the world is the fear of public speaking. Well, the bad news does not end here. Recent research done at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville states that glossophobia could affect one's quality of life, career goals, and other areas. When I was doing my graduation, like every other student, I too had big dreams in life. I was ready to put in all kinds of efforts to achieve my goals. Hard work, determination, persistence, you name it. I was up for all these. Yet I was lacking at something. And that something was self-efficacy. Do you know what self-efficacy is? Renowned psychologist Albert Bandura defined self-efficacy as one's belief in one's ability to succeed in a specific situation. Let me repeat. One's belief in one's ability to succeed in a specific situation. And that is where exactly I was lacking at. Due to this, I wasn't confident enough in my approaches, techniques, and I wasn't standing away from the crowd. At one end, I stated public speaking, another end I stated self-efficacy. And you know what? These two goes hand in hand. They two have a close relationship. By overcoming the barrier of stage fear, one can improve one's own self-efficacy to a very, very great extent, like how I did mine. And I stand here today not only as a renowned public speaker, but also as a very, very hopeful person. My grandfather was a very successful and a disciplined person. He used to always tell me, Navaneeth, I want you to speak in front of a large crowd. Navaneeth, I want you to lead a big team. I was like, why is he insisting me so much? I never even tried my hands at it at that point of time. But luckily during my university days, I did get a good platform where I started training myself to be a speaker. You know, milk is a very worthy product because it yields a lot of value-added products like cream, butter, ghee, and a whole lot of sweets. Similarly, public speaking also yields a lot of merits in one's life. No wonder Warren Buffett has said the most valuable skill that one could possess is public speaking. And I second it completely. I have 4 techniques here that I followed in my training days to overcome my stage fear. I realized these 4 techniques after a lot of experiences on stage, and that is what I'm going to share with each and every one of you right here. Number 1, change your belief. Number 2, Shift your focus. Number 3, prepare. And number 4, speak and not talk. Let us see the first thing. Change your belief. Challenging your fear, your nervousness is the first step to overcome the barrier, the claustrophobia. During my university competition, that was the first time my professors told me, you need to go on stage and give an introduction, not about some random person, about my own self. Who knows me better than me? But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, on that day, on that particular stage, I forgot to speak on my own self. I forgot my script. All I felt was to just see my feet and not into my audience's eyes. I just want to finish my script as soon as possible and go off stage, and I did the same. I felt happier being off stage rather than worrying about not able to give a very, very bold speech. I did not sleep that night. I was recalling that competition again and again, and I realized it was not just me who had the same fear, anxiety, and nervousness on stage. It was also the participants who followed me that day, most of them. You know, all great speakers in the world think they are the king of the stage. They portray confidence in their presence and narration. I wanted to do that. I wanted to portray mine. How to do that? I started informing myself that there are no other reasons to be fearful. That every other stage since then that I was upon, I started to manage my anxiety and fear. Even today I might be anxious, looking at a large set of crowd. But I know how to manage them because I have informed myself there's no reason to be fearful. Changing your mindset is the first step to start killing stage fear. Number 2, shift your focus. We all think public speaking is a performance. No. Public speaking is all about speaking, communicate, that's all. Simple as this. A dancer, a singer has to perform on stage. We don't have to. All we have to just do is speak, communicate. That's it, immediate. I had a friend whom I used to speak a lot of time on a various topics. It could be breaking news, hot topics, historical, factual, anything you name it, we just used to talk for hours and hours. Slowly, my mind started to anticipate to speak and not worry about the performance or how am I speaking or what am I speaking. The concentration comes here and not there. The process is here and not on the ears of the audience. Slowly I developed a tendency and I can speak on any given topic at any point of time, not judging about the audience's opinion or view. Similarly, ladies and gentlemen, all the people who are trying to overcome that particular stage fear, let me tell you, start speaking to your friends on every other topic and realize that you will be able to speak on any other topic at any given point of time. Number 3, prepare. Best things in the world, or most of the best things in the world, comes with preparation. I used to prepare my speech 10 times before I come on stage. And still that wouldn't be the best speech. Famous spiritual guru Jagadish Vasudeva has stated in his saying that confidence without clarity is a disaster, and I would say the otherwise also is true. Clarity without confidence is a disaster too. You might know what you are going to speak upon. You might know your topic. You might know the script. But you need confidence. And one such great tool for a speaker on stage is preparation. It took me 40 speeches or 40 stage experiences to even come on stage without giving a prepared speech. But whenever I do get time, I prepare my speech for any particular event or an occasion. Number 4, speak and not talk. Anyone can talk, but only a few can speak, and that is why I am here. If you change your belief and shift your focus to communicate and prepare, then your words are words of a speaker and not a communicator or a talker. These 4 things that I would try to tell it to you from my own experience, and this is what I'm trying to convey to all the students and even the faculties over there, that if you do these 4 things, it's enough for you to overcome stage fear. Let me tell you one more thing. Find a friend with whom you can give a prepared speech once in 5 days. Like how you like to play with your friends on a Sunday evening, or cricket, or shuttle, or football. Similarly, a speech session. You don't need an audience, trust me. All you need is one person to just listen to you. Ask him to evaluate your speech from his or her own opinion. There's nothing called a bad or a good speech. An engaging speech is a successful speech, that's it. You don't have to judge his opinion. You just have to give your views. His views. Make it as a practice once in 5 days. Let me guarantee you, at one point when you come on stage, you will feel like you're speaking to your friend. You will feel like you're speaking to one person in spite of numerous people sitting right in front of you. Today, I have only one person whom I'm speaking to, my friend. And I don't see it as an audience, a portion of audience sitting right before me. Above all, how did the skill of public speaking help me in my self-development, in my career, in my life? Let me tell you a story. In 2017, when I graduated, I did not sit for my placements. I wanted to start something on my own. I went to Chennai. I became a co-founder to another founder. We started a startup on a digital agency. My passion, my dream is to run a company on my own, to develop, to create it. It was going good. Suddenly, a news came that my mom passed away. I rushed up to Coimbatore. Everything happened in the span of 7 days, all done, closed. Then I took a decision. I wanted to be in Coimbatore with my rest of my family members. I didn't want to go back. I did not know what I'm going to do here. This is not a metropolitan city like Chennai or Bangalore to find a lot of jobs for your resume. All I know was to speak, or at least to manage my speech on stage. I decided, why not I teach that to people. I entered a single university through one of my past professors. I addressed 300 set of audiences, or 300 group of people. Huge crowd. I didn't know how to train them. 300 people in 3 days. But I managed to do so. Appreciations flowed in. I didn't know that I could even convince someone to learn the skill of public speaking or communicating in 3 days, or at least motivate them to become a good orator. Invitations started pouring in. In the span of 3 to 4 months, I covered 6 to 7 colleges only through invite. And till today, I have a policy that I will enter a college or any speech sessions only through invite and not through any kind of proposal or marketing. I never knew that skill could give me a new sense of courage in my life. In Tamil, நிறைய பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க பேசிய குறைச்சுப்பாங்க. I'm an example for that. That's what they used to say. I can speak and survive. And I can tell you with full confidence I can do that. And it did not like that. I started my career as a software engineer. I enrolled into a software engineer master graduate degree. Then I knew it was not my cup of tea. Then I started doing MBA parallelly because my university allowed me to do that in finance. Then I entered into a corporate job as a marketer. Then suddenly turned out to be a speaker and a trainer. Now I started my own firm again, which is my dream, on an agricultural cow-based startup. Diversed. Jack of all trades and master of none. But let me tell you, this is only because the particular skill called public speaking gave me a new sense of courage. You know why? To overcome this fear, which is the number one fear, is equal to overcoming all other fears. Before I conclude, let me tell you the heart of speaking from another perspective. Statistics says a human average lifespan is 75 years. In that we spend 25 years in communicating or speaking or talking. Now isn't that a very big responsibility? Now isn't that we should perform that responsibility to our best? Words are nothing but the translation of your thoughts. And by mastering the heart of public speaking, my thought process became focused and to the point. And each one over here, don't take public speaking skill as a career compulsory. Take it as a pebble to create ribbons for other achievements in your life, because this is one such technique to overcome other fears and achieve what you wanted to do. I built my self-efficacy through public speaking as a tool, as a pebble. And I'm sure I can inspire, and I hope I have inspired you all to take that as one of the pebbles in your life to overcome the fear and achieve success, simply because an individual's development is a nation's development after all. Thank you.